everyone to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down into the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Georgia Southern's offense will go to work first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the right. And the misconnection on 3rd down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Just keeps slinging it. It's on target and complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll send the back in motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. loosen up that arm. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Kansas State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. At midfield, he's got room. Touchdown, Kansas State. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point splits the uprights. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. He'll do it himself. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're going to run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Defense has to use a timeout, and this call will be big. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Kentucky may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Kroger Field every time. The Cats have been racking up road wins since the Bear Bryant days, and they'll get another one today.
Behind his man, it's King.
Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to go up top. Under fire. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. He'll keep it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Makes the grab. It's Boston. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. He's got it on the outside. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. They'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The gamble pays off on offense. I know there are a lot of coaches out there that would have just kicked that field goal in the final play of the first half. Instead, they decide to throw it. And when you've seen these two guys hook up as many times as they have in the past, why not just do it? Great job executing. They're on the same page. They get the score in the end zone on the short throw, and they've got the lead going into halftime.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
The Eagles will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Finds his tight end. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. On the ground, it's Sands. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. And the Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. Got the first down and more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Hauls it in. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get...
There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Sands. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Flips it out to the back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not